What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Center Court Podcast. We've got another exciting guest on, uh, and we're super excited to talk with you today, Nico. But this is Nico Ashley. So before we get started, thank you again for taking the time to be with us. We know you've had a extremely busy couple weeks here and off season. If you've seen Nico play, then you already know he's become he's one of the most exciting athletes in college basketball. From Elizabethton High School to Motlow to Lees-McRae and Central Connecticut State, Nico's built a reputation as a high flyer and an elite shot blocker, and someone who brings energy every time he steps on the court. This past year, he even earned the opportunity to compete in the State Farm College Slam Dunk Championship, showcasing his incredible athleticism on a national stage. But there's much more to Nico than just high real dunks. He's worked his way through every level of college basketball, earning academic honor roll recognition, and continues chasing his dreams while representing East Tennessee really well. Today we'll talk about his basketball journey, the Slam Dunk Championship, what it takes to compete at the D1 level, his training, his faith, and what's next for his career. Nico, thank you again for joining us, and welcome to Center Court Pod.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, guys, for sure.
Oh, yeah, always, man. You're always welcome. So I guess the first question to get started, so looking back, what is one lesson you learned at Elizabethton that sticks with you today?
Well, that's an easy question there, because my freshman year, so I came in as a freshman. I really didn't play that much, didn't have too much expectation to be much in high school, and I just found that, the more work you put in, the more you get back from the game. If you love the game is going to get back to you. So I was in the gym every night, starting from when I was a freshman and all the way up until I was a senior, and still to this day. But Coach Honeycutt was my high school coach. He really instilled that into me, and all the work paid off, man. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Growing up in a small town, were there any big influences that you modeled your game after, or were there any NBA players, or who did you model your game after growing up?
Yeah, definitely. So I grew up, I loved Kawhi Leonard. I loved Kobe. I loved Carmelo Anthony, guys who play in the mid-range, guys who defend. Maybe not Carmelo, but the other guys, elite defenders. That's who I really, model my game after. Love playing both sides of the floor. So, yeah.
Heck yeah. So what made you fall in love with basketball? Like, how did you fall in love with it?
Man, it's just now I love all sports. I played baseball growing up. I played football, anything with a ball. I even play golf now. Like, anything with a ball, I'm going to love it. But there's just something about basketball, man. And the grind of basketball, being in the gym. A lot of my friends play basketball. It's like, that's where I find my peace, is out on the court. And striving to be better on the court and everything. That's my love for it. So.
Heck yeah.
So I know you weren't highly recruited out of high school, but what led you to Motlow State? Like, where did that come from? So
I had a couple opportunities coming out of high school. It just me and my coach, we talked about it a lot. It just ended up making the most sense for where I wanted to be. I wanted to be a Division I athlete at throughout my career somewhere. And it ended up working out. It might have not been the route that I thought I was going to take. It worked out for the best. But Motlow, Coach Latham was there at the time. He was on me all the time, like, hey, you could really come here and make a difference. We can develop your game, this and that. So, and it ended up working out for me. So I'm very blessed, very thankful that I went that route. And you learn a lot about yourself at JUCO, because it is a grind, man. It's a grind. So I'm very thankful that I had to go through that grind, and it made me better on the other side, for sure.
Heck yeah.
Let's talk a little bit more about that. I'm not gonna lie, we love having you on, but being that we went to Cleveland State, you're kind of a
Yeah,
op, nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
man.
it's about Motlow. Like, what was that like for you, man? What was like your living situation? What was that like? Because I know at Cleveland State, we had it good compared to the other JUCOs in Tennessee. So what was that? What was that like for you?
So we had this 2-bedroom house, and there was 8 guys that lived in both houses. So we had 2 houses, and there was 8 guys that stayed in a 2-bedroom house. Like, we had guys sleeping in the closet, we had guys sleeping in the living room. We had, like, it was ridiculous. 2 of us piled up in both the bedrooms, and they're small bedrooms too. But I'm telling you, man, it was the living situation was not the best. We didn't have a cafeteria because it was COVID time. All that was shut down. We ended up getting these little Kroger cards, and we was spamming the Kroger cards, bro. Going to Kroger every week, man, loading up on the groceries. Me and my roommate, we love to cook, so we would take turns cooking for everybody and stuff. Like, it was a really great time. A lot of good memories came from JUCO, but a lot of bad memories too. With practices, stuff like that. You know, Coach Art is a big practice guy. Like, we would go in there, we'd have 2-a-days. We're practicing 2 and 3 and plus hours a day. Like, it's per session. It's definitely a test of the mind and the body. That's for sure.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what's up, man. That's what's up for sure.
I love hearing.
Did y'all make the tournament while you were there, or where did y'all?
We did not. Yeah, we were the 1 seed my first year. Got put out by Roan State early. Got kind of upset there, and then our second year, there was a guy named Greg Gordon that played for Dyersburg State, and he went crazy on us during the tournament and got us up out of there too. So yeah, never made it. Did you all make it?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Man. Gosh. I bet Hutch was crazy, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Insane.
Man, that's awesome, bro.
Man, Motlow was really good at that time too. Our freshman year,
yeah,
they had I don't know if you know Rashawn Fredericks. He played at Cincinnati. He was nice. He gave us 35. They had a squad. I'm not gonna lie. They were tough.
Yeah.
Were him and
we had some.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Was it Isaiah? Was the other one point guard?
So I wasn't there when Isaiah was there, but I know who Isaiah was. Yeah, and I know
his tough.
Yeah, he was nice. He was nice for sure.
Oh yeah,
they had a squad for sure.
Man,
definitely.
So I guess after Motlow State, what made Lees-McRae the right fit? Like, what made you choose Lees-McRae?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Lees-McRae, Coach Harden, I live on the same road as the coach for Lees-McRae, actually, which is crazy. The head coach there went to my high school. He's very connected with the community. We knew each other. They actually recruited me out of high school too, but I kind of wanted to go JUCO first and see what I was going to get. And it ended up, it was going to be the best fit. And I knew some of the guys that were coming up there, like Brandon Brown at the time. That was one of my good buddies. I'd played travel ball with him, and also a very explosive athlete, very, very elite basketball player. So just knowing some guys up there and knowing the coach really well, and he was tapped in with my high school coach really well, it just made it kind of an easy decision to go ahead and go to Lees-McRae. And I knew I was going to play there. I knew I was going to have the opportunity to make a difference there. So it made it a no-brainer for me.
That's sweet.
Yes,
while there, you became one of the school's best shot blockers to ever come through that school. Was defense something you always were good at, or did you just develop that to get on the floor more? Where did that come from?
I definitely, so with blocking shots and stuff, I always had a knack for timing. Even when I was a smaller guy, like, I always could time up, whether it's a jump shot, layup. That's always been something I'm pretty good at. But on-ball defending is something that I developed as I got older, for sure, because that is more of a commitment. Because help side defense, that's easy, For me, at least, that was always an easy thing. But but on-ball defense is something I definitely had to develop throughout my career, with lateral quickness and just being intelligent, defensive IQ, knowing where to be, knowing, what the ball handler is actually trying to accomplish when they're trying to get to their spots and stuff. So.
Absolutely. So I guess I want to talk a lot about dunking and your athleticism too. I can't talk to you and not talk about that. But everybody knows you can absolutely fly. It's pretty crazy. When did you realize that you have crazy bounce?
So I started dunking when I was a sophomore in high school, and I was about 5'11", 6 foot at the time. And I was dunking off 1 foot. Off 1 foot, but that was about 7 years old. I started, I got 360 windmill. I got the between the legs, and that's when the bounce started, keep increasing. And I do a lot of training for it now. I do it at least 3 times a week, really. And that's my thing that I'm good at. So I'm trying to maximize, what I'm good at. So, yes, sir.
Makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie, Nico. Growing up, I was always taller than everybody. I was always tall for my size, but I never got that athletic gene. Like, I was always tall, but I was never able to, just rise up and dunk on everybody. And they expected me to because I was so big. But hearing you talk about how you were 5'11", it makes me jealous. But anyways, talk about the best in-game dunk you've had, man. What would you say that would be?
Man, that's a good question. The one that always hits home most for me, my first game in a Lees-McRae uniform was against NC State. And we're a pressing team, so we're always pressing. We're up always 94 feet. And I got a lane steal, about half court, and I go down and get my first ever in-game windmill. It was just a crazy moment because that's, first time I ever windmilled, and it's against a high major basketball team. Like, that's probably my best memory of dunking for sure. For sure.
Was that when they made the big tournament run? Was that the same year?
So that was the year
pretty
before.
Close.
It was the year before.
Okay.
They had like Terquavion Smith. They had a bunch of the same guys. But yeah, it was the year after they made the big run.
That's wild.
Yeah, we gotta find that clip and put it in here. Yeah, we gotta.
I know, right? I'm gonna find it. I'm definitely gonna find it. So you competed in the State Farm College Slam Dunk Championship. What was that experience like?
Man, it was awesome. It was awesome in the fact of, getting to showcase your ability. It's 10,000 people in there, and it was rocking the whole time. It was awesome. But just getting to meet some of the other guys, like a lot of those guys went to the NBA. Like Shaquille O'Neal was a guy who ended up winning it. Got to meet him and everything. And I've actually got to meet him a couple more times at this Dunkman thing I've been going to. But, just creating that memory and those connections, it was awesome. It was awesome.
That's dope, bro.
That is.
Man. And like Jeff Teague and all them were was the judges, and that's crazy. You watch them on podcasts and stuff like that. And yeah, they're hilarious, man. Hilarious.
So we have a podcast, and that they're kind of the reason that I wanted to do a basketball one, because like I send Collin clips all the time from their podcast where I'm like, oh dude, all the time. I love listening to them. They're hilarious.
They are hilarious.
Yeah. I know you said you model your game after Kawhi Leonard growing up, but as far as strictly dunking, who do you think you model your dunking after?
I try to be creative in by myself, I guess, on that. But in a way, I mean, everybody knows Vince Carter, man, and all his crazy dunks. So I guess he was definitely one of my favorites growing up too. I even wanted to get that, that blue Sacktown jersey. Now this is when he was older, but bro, I always wanted one of those powder blue Sacktown jerseys of Vince Carter, man. Yeah. He's that guy for sure. He is that guy.
Oh, yeah. So I have another question too, and I think I know the answer because I've seen some pictures of it, but who's the best dunker you've ever played with or against?
Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. But off the top of my head, it's definitely got to be Travis Porchow. He
Okay.
is. I mean, it is ridiculous. But there's a guy played on my team named Ashton Reynolds this year. He was ridiculous too. But Travis is 6'9", so he's not your typical like trick dunker or whatever you want to say. But he does this 360 scoop windmill, and I promise, guys, I have never seen something like that in my life. It is the wildest thing I've ever saw. It is crazy, man. And he's got a bunch of other dunks that are crazy too, but that is the best dunk I've ever seen with my two eyes, I feel like. And he makes it every single time, bro. Makes it every single time.
Is he the dude that he went viral like a year ago, maybe, and he like windmilled on the guy at the park or whatever?
Yeah, that's him.
That's that dude. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was like nasty,
He is disgusting, man. And getting out there and playing with him, like us two on the court together, that was good times, man. That was awesome.
That's wild.
Piggybacking off that, have you ever tried a dunk in the game, whether there be a close situation or you just try something new and your coach was like, what is he doing? But you try it anyway.
Not really. I'm not I've only windmilled like 3 times in game and never really tried anything else. You'd be a little tired during the game, so I don't want to pull out something too crazy and go out there and miss. But I have one of the windmills, we were actually down, but I knew I was gonna make it. Like there was no thought in my mind that I was gonna miss it, so yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Valid. What's I have an off the script one, but
okay.
What's one dunk that you've completed that nobody would believe if you told them?
I mean, for me, the newest dunk I just did down in Atlanta actually was the first one to ever hit it, which is crazy because there's people that create dunks all the time, and there's so many dunks created that you think you can't create one. But I threw it up, a lob, jumped, clapped behind my back, and got a little double pump, I guess, reverse. So I mean, that's the one, I guess. But I was down there with some of the Team Flight Brothers guys, and there's a guy named Jumps by Chase, all dunk contest winners in the past. They're retired now and judging dunk contests now and giving tips to guys like me. So that's probably the craziest dunk I've hit for sure. For sure.
It is.
Can we get a little inside scoop? Is there anything that you got in the bag that you're working on right now that people don't know about? Can we get some firsthand,
Yeah. Okay, so I don't have the specific dunks yet. I can't tell you the specific dunks I'm going to be working on, but I am going on Tuesday down to Atlanta, and there will be some more stuff added to the bag for sure. Okay. There will definitely be more. So stay tuned for the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah. So transitioning from that, I was excited to talk about that. But transitioning to Central Connecticut State.
Yes,
so what led you to transfer to Central Connecticut State?
So with the JUCO rule or whatever, I had to transfer to Division I college this year. And we had talked about it or whatever. It just felt like the best fit. The way they play, they had some really high skilled guys. They've sent a lot of guys to elite level pros. And they had a really good core group there, and they were looking for an athletic wing to bring in to give something else on the court, give another look. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to this year. I was hurt a lot of the year, didn't get to play a lot. But when I did, it was an amazing time. We had some really elite passers, elite scorers. I mean, I played with probably one of the best scorers in the country in Darren Smith Jr. this year. And it was great to just get around those guys, pick their brain. And there's an elite coaching staff there in Central Connecticut with Patrick Sellers, Coach Wood, Coach Lenny. And that's the top of the list. And there's a bunch more guys that put a lot into that program. So just knowing that I was going to be a part of an elite program, in an elite system. I felt like that was going to be best for my game and to learn the game for, down the road.
That's what's up, man. Being that you did go D1, how did that challenge you in ways that you didn't think? Like, how was it different from being at Motlow and Lees-McRae?
Yeah, well, it's definitely, there's definitely a lot more perks going D1 for sure. Like even with Banner Rail, I'm in a one red light town, it's it was a big switch up. There's 800 kids probably that go to Lees-McRae versus, you're on a big campus. There's 10,000 plus people that go to Central Connecticut. And then the training is they have it down to like a science almost down there. It is really cool to see, and be around those basketball brains, how they think the game compared to other staffs and other places I've been. It's just an elite level, man. And as far as preparation, like I've always been a guy that's in the gym a lot, but going to there, it's more of a mental task for me. I had to really lock in, and I was studying the game more. I was trying to be, improve my IQ, because at that level, like everybody's going to be similarly skilled or, love the game a ton, when you run into guys at JUCO or maybe even a Division II that's there just to have fun, just to do this, do that, which most guys at D1 are try to either further their game, a lot of the guys are going to be coaches, moving down the road and stuff. Just being around those stuff, it was a great experience, and it was definitely a switch up for sure.
Yeah. So your GPA earns you NEC academic honor roll recognition. So how important was taking care of business off the court to you?
So I struggled with school growing up. I've never been a very, very good student, and that was standard there. He was like, if you're going to play for us, you're going to have you're going to do well in the classroom as well. And maybe there wasn't that expectation at other schools, which is, I was making grades to play or whatever. I was going to make sure I passed all my classes, this and that. But when I got to, and I'm a little older now, I can see the importance of knowledge more and actually taking the classroom serious. So yeah, I feel like that expectation of, hey, you've got to do this. Like we expect this of all of our guys. It's not just of you. But we expect this of all of our guys. Like we're going to have a high team GPA. We're going to have study hall hours. We're going to do this, we're going to do extra for class to make sure we're locked in there.
That's great. I think that's something every athlete should live by and understand
100%.
at an early age. But transitioning to more of a personal side, who do you think had the biggest impact on you in your basketball journey? Like who would you say was responsible for getting you to this point?
High school coach. I talked about him earlier. His name's Lucas. I owe a lot to that. Like he lets me in the, we have practice. We're going home, coming back to the gym every night to let me in. I mean, this guy, and it's continued through college. Like still to this day, I'm gonna him let me in the weight room in the gym. Like that, I can call him for anything. Like any life advice, any asking, like, hey, ball advice I can hear. Can you look at my shot real quick? Like I don't think it's. It's anything has been a huge help to my life, and I like him. I really do.
That's awesome. So what's one piece of advice you'd give a kid from a small town chasing big dreams?
Man. Okay, so when you're coming from a small town, I feel like there's a lot of people going to be like, oh, well, we're from here. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. All these guys in the big cities doing this and that, or whatever. But you really got to have that belief in yourself, number one. No matter what people are saying behind closed doors, to your face, whatever, you got to believe in yourself that you can make the dream come true. I knew that Division I and, bro, it seemed like a long shot at the time. but life moves quick, man. And if you're working every day towards your goal, like, it's achievable. You just got to be really dedicated. You got to really love the game. And number 2, stay in the gym. There's no skipping the grind. You have to stay in the gym, man. Like, getting up shots every day, doing something for basketball every single day. Whether, you go get your shots up and you're tired that day, you really didn't go lift or anything, come home, watch, try to learn. There's so many ways to watch basketball now. Like, learn the game, because basketball IQ will take you a long way, too. So
That's what's up, man. 5 years from now, what will success look like to Nico? Like, what will be a successful life in 5 years?
Yeah. So I'm still chasing the dream of playing, at the highest level I am capable of. My goal is to work my way up in Europe, hopefully, and play at a pretty high level over there. But also in the dunking world, I want to compete in a Dunkman World Championship. That is one of my goals for sure. You see guys like Mac McClung. Like, Mac is in, he's still chasing his hoop dreams, but, he's doing the Dunkman as well. So I think that would be an awesome opportunity to maybe, make it there one day. I'm trying my best, to go down there all the time and just be seen and make those connections with those guys to maybe make that one day possible. And that, I think that's athletically, that's what success looks like to me. Outside of in life, I don't know what life's going to hold for me then, as far as family wise and everything like that. But yeah, man, athletically wise, that's my goals.
That's awesome.
Yes,
I think that's great. I hope you make it there, because I would love to see some of the dunks you have in store for dunk. And
yeah.
Oh yeah. So we've got a couple rapid fire questions.
Okay.
That we want to hear. So getting started. So windmill or between the legs?
Windmill.
Windmill.
Yeah.
Favorite
like it.
NBA dunker, man. Who is it?
Currently,
Could be all time.
all time, Vince Carter. Yeah. Gotta be.
Oh yeah, definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
One player you love to catch on a poster?
Ooh. Oh my goodness. NBA wise?
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rudy Gobert. Yo, Rudy, bro. Rudy for sure.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard, but I think you can do it. Anybody?
That's gonna be hard though. That's gonna be hard though.
Favorite NBA player, whether that be right now or all time?
Kawhi.
So, what's your favorite pregame meal?
Pre-game meal. So I'm a big fruits, and I like fruits, and I'll eat cashews or peanuts, whatever it be. I don't like to play on a full stomach really. I'm more of a just get me through, have that energy throughout the game and stuff.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I've made the mistake of eating way too much before a game, and no.
Same here.
Definitely understand that. Favorite dunk of all time, whether that be yours or an NBA dunk?
Oh, Aaron Gordon, over the mascot, under both.
Okay. Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
That was definitely tough. Who is the hardest player you've ever guarded?
Whew. So he might. Okay, so I had to guard DJ Burns when we played NC State.
Oh my gosh!
And I mean, you've seen me. I'm not a big guy. I'm a pretty skinny guy, man. So yeah, having to front him, get around him, that's a big body, brother. That is a big body.
Real big.
Yeah, he was tough. He was tough.
And he's got like he's got an elite post bag, man. Like elite post bag.
Most definitely.
One teammate you think deserves a shout out, whether they be anybody you've ever played with.
Man, I actually played golf with him yesterday, and I talked about him a little bit earlier. But Brandon Brown, that was actually my roommate at Lees-McRae. That's my guy. We're still connected. Like that's gonna be one of my brothers for life. So.
Heck yeah.
He's actually playing at King University this year, so
Okay.
big year. Yes, sir.
Okay. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to test out your golf game sometime. I'm pretty bad, but maybe
Let's
two of
do
us
it,
together. We can shoot like a 90. With me,
we can do that for sure. We can do that.
I'm just playing. I'm really bad though. I'm bad, but I'm trying to get into it.
Hey, golf is a difficult sport, bro. That is the hardest sport that I've tried to pick up and play because it's a lot of mental game as well as the physical, repetitive motion, all that. Yeah, it's difficult game.
And the different ways you swing for different clubs and different areas of the it's just like wow.
You got to know your yard, dude. All that stuff. And I just sliced it 500 yards right. Like, what's going on, man?
Literally straight right, yeah. Literally. So we're going to ask a couple faith questions here because we always try to talk about it on the pod. Is there a Bible verse or message that has impacted you the most during your career?
I think it's a simple one. I think it's a common one. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I think that's a big one. Like, in yourself as well as lead you through tough waters sometimes because it's even when you're an athlete, it's not always going to be good times, man. There's going to be adversity at almost every step of the way. So just stay faith in the Lord and in yourself, and that belief in yourself and in the Lord, with me.
Heck yeah.
Definitely. How do you think you handle the pressures of being a professional athlete while also trusting God's plan for you?
Man, I try to keep stuff simple, I'm not a guy who loves I love sports. I love the Lord. I love food. I'm a simple guy. So I feel like, just getting in my word every day, being consistent in my faith, it's just it's a part of my life. It's a part of who I am. So it's not a difficult thing for me, but just having that consistency with the Lord, talking to the Lord every day. Get you through, man. It'll get you through, man.
100%. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
100%.
When your basketball career is over, what do you hope people remember you for? Not just as a player, but as a person.
Man, I hope that I could be a good example, to the younger generation. I always want to be a guy who gives back, and keep that humble mindset of, you're not too good to go do this or go talk to these little kids or whatever it may be, man, whatever it may be. I just staying humble and just being connected with the community, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I did want to, me and Collin always share a Bible verse, something that means something to us. I'm going to go with my favorite one here. But my favorite one's Jeremiah 29:11. So, for I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope in the future. The reason I love that one is not only does that apply to me, but also Jeremiah in the book of Jeremiah, he's writing that basically talking about the coming of Jesus. So I think it's really cool because it kind of says, hey, there is a savior coming. And then it also talks about God has a plan for your life too. So I think that's really cool. So I wanted to share that one.
Yes, sir.
That was a good one. I think that we all can live by that one, especially when we don't know the plans ourselves and we rely on ourselves to get through things. So I think that's very important. But moving right along, man, we got a couple closing questions we want to ask you. if
sir.
Caleb and I or GM is watching this, why do you think we should sign you to play for our team overseas? Like, what does Nico bring to the table that we can't get anywhere else?
So I feel like, obviously we've talked about it, the athleticism that I bring to the team. I feel like I'm a pretty good glue guy. Like I'm a good locker room guy. I bring good vibes all the time. I'm always somebody that's up, hype. I'm going all the time. I can stretch the floor. I can play multiple different positions. I can defend well. We talked about the shot blocking earlier as well. But I feel like the most overlooked part of my game is my mid-range game. It is actually where I feel the most comfortable in that 15-foot area. Although I can, step out or finish at the rim, I feel like the mid-range area is where I can make a difference as well. So
I like it.
yes, sir.
So where can fans follow your journey?
You can follow me on Instagram at Nico Ashley. I post a lot on TikTok as well. Name on there is Bounce Main. And my new team that I'm playing for, all the games will be streamed on YouTube. So if you ever want to watch, it's Malta Hibernians is the team I'll be playing for. So yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
That's what's
That's
up.
awesome.
We'll definitely be tuned in and watch you, man.
Oh,
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that.
Is there anything you'd like to say to people supporting you? Any message you want to send out? Anything you want to get off your chest to your fans?
Man, I just like I said, thanks for the support. Thanks and this community has always supported me, supported my dreams, whether it be the high school, whether it be friends and family. Just continue to support, and I really appreciate it, man.
Heck yeah. So when your basketball career is over, what do you want? Well, I actually already asked this question, so please disregard that. So is there anyone that you want to give a shout out to that's really supported you, or is there anyone that you want to be like, hey, thank you for everything you've done, that kind of thing? Feel free to, the floor's yours.
So my mother, first off, I could not imagine how many miles and how many hours she spent driving me here, driving me there, whether it be, baseball, basketball, whatever the sport was I was playing, the amount of hours that she poured into me. It's amazing because not everybody's able to make the sacrifice that she did. And not a lot of people are willing to make the sacrifice she did. She did everything in her power to make sure that I was going to have a good life, and I'm really appreciative. And same way with my Nana and Poppy. Man, I don't know. I wouldn't be here today having the success I had without them. From day one, they were supportive of my dreams, supportive of what I wanted to do in life. So I really owe everything to them. I really do. Could not be here without them. So definitely.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Being that you are a dunker, man, you got bounce. Is there any dunking tips or any, athletic tips you want to give out to the viewers that may want to get to your point?
Yeah, definitely. I would say just try to dunk, try to jump as much as you can, man. And there's so much knowledge on Instagram. You can find stuff on TikTok, or I was big into YouTube. Just watch, try to soak up, learn other people. All my knowledge pretty much is, from social media and, trial and error, really. I try to, kind of jot down what I'm doing for the day. And if I'm jumping really good that day, I'll kind of know the workouts I've done, the preparation I've had to work up to, okay, let's say I did split squats and RDLs 3 days before I went and jumped, and I jumped extremely well. Okay, this is what my preparation looked like the day before, the 2 days before, everything. So I try to almost replicate that. And I'll try new things, especially in the off season. I'll try new things all right, I'm jumping really well this day. Well, let me look back in my journal and kind of see what I've done. So, yeah.
That's good. I don't think I've heard that. That's a good idea. Yes.
Sure.
Hey, I did again, we're so thankful that you were willing to hop on. I appreciate it big time.
Yeah. I appreciate
we
you.
were super excited. Well, we appreciate you, and we're definitely going to keep following you, and do whatever we can. And if there's ever anything that you want to say and want to get it off your chest, as long as it's PG, feel free to hop on the pod, man. Feel free. Just let us know. And then I did want to ask, Collin asked it in our last interview with someone, and I want to ask it here too. If we could get anyone on the pod, who would you want to hear on the pod? Or do you know of anyone that would want to hop on the pod?
You know, I know he played at Tennessee for a little while. He played at Asheville. I really don't know him personally, but I would love to hear more about his story as Drew Pember. Like, I would love to hear about him, and if y'all got any connects with him, like, I would love to hear more about his story. 100%.
That's good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. We'll definitely make note of that for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I want to thank you, Nico. I know I haven't met you personally. Caleb has, but I want to thank you for just taking time out of your day to spend time with us and answer a few questions, man. I know we held you for a pretty good bit, but thank you for even joining us, man. We really appreciate it.
Of course, man. Again, thanks for having me, man. It means a lot. It really does.
Oh yeah. Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yes, sir.
See y'all.
All right, guys.